So, you sign up for a bank account that offers a sign-up bonus. Earn $300 once you make a direct deposit. That sounds great, right? But what if you can't do a direct deposit? Maybe you're not working for a company that offers it, or you're self-employed, or you simply don't want to switch the bank account your paycheck gets sent to. No problem, because in this video, I'll go over the best ways to fake a direct deposit. These methods were the ones I used to earn over $7,000 in bonuses last year. I made a video on this that was a big hit with my subscribers, but a lot has changed since it was uploaded a year and a half ago. So, in this update, I'll go over the 5 best ways to fake a direct deposit and rank them between 1 to 5 ninjas in 2 categories. How easy it is to do and how likely it will work. For each option, I'll also cover what you should watch out for so you don't get hit with surprises. One thing to mention before we begin is that when I say fake a direct deposit, it doesn't really mean fake in the legal sense. You see, when banks mention direct deposits, what they mean is an electronic transfer of money from an employer or government agency to your bank account. This includes your paycheck, social security payments, and other government benefits. What doesn't count are person-to-person payments like Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, mobile check deposits, and wire transfers. So when I say fake, it simply means that the following methods aren't officially recognized as direct deposits, and banks would tell you that they're not, but in reality, they often do code as direct deposit when it comes to welcome bonuses. Okay, let's get into the 5 methods that you can use to trigger these bank bonuses. Bank-to-bank transfers is one of the easiest options. This is where you're moving your money from an existing bank account you own to a new bank account you just opened that offers a sign-up bonus. This simple action can trigger the direct deposit requirement. However, you need to do a push transfer and not a pull transfer. Push transfer is when you log into your existing bank account, link your new bank account to it, and initiate an electronic funds transfer from your existing bank account to your new bank account. You're pushing money to the new account. This is what you want to do. A pull transfer, on the other hand, is when you log into your new bank account, link a bank account you already have, and initiate an electronic funds transfer from your existing bank account to the new account. You're pulling money to the new account. This isn't what you want to do. It's a small difference, but it really matters when it comes to bank bonuses. A push transfer is the only bank-to-bank transfer that can work for these sign-up offers. This option gets 5 out of 5 ninjas on the easiness factor and 3.5 ninjas on effectiveness. The reality is each bank codes these push transfers differently, and it gets crazy and confusing. For example, as of right now, pushing a transfer from Chime to SoFi will trigger the $325 bonus offered by SoFi. Based on that, you may think Chime will work for other bank bonuses as well. However, if you do a push transfer from Chime to, for instance, the Current app, it won't trigger the $100 bonus offered at Current. In fact, the only known bank that triggers the Current app bonus right now is Wells Fargo. To help you make sense of this mess, I created a list of bank bonuses and what bank transfers have worked for them on my website. This list is based on hundreds of data points from readers and viewers. The link to this page is included in the video description. The next method is brokerage transfers, which is where you transfer money from your brokerage account at places like Fidelity, Robinhood, and TradeUp to your new bank account. To do this, you need to log into your brokerage account, add your new bank account to it, and transfer funds from your brokerage account to your new bank account. I recently opened a Bank of America checking account to grab the $500 bonus they offered. It requires a total of $10,000 or more in direct deposits. I used my Fidelity account to make 2 transfers of $5,000 each, and that worked as I received a $500 bonus a short time later. Brokerage transfers get 5 ninjas on the easiness factor and 4 ninjas on effectiveness. It's just as easy as bank-to-bank transfers, but I find that it's generally a tiny bit more effective in triggering the direct deposit requirement. Business checking account deposits are my favorite way to trigger bank bonuses because of how well it works. Why does it work so well? Because it looks exactly like how companies pay their employees, but there are some things to be aware of. A lot of people think they can't open a business bank account, but you'd be surprised that's not the case. In fact, many small businesses are run by individuals. Do you sell things online or have a side hustle that earns money? Then you do have a business. You don't even need an official business name. If you run a business by yourself, you're considered what's called a sole proprietor, which means you can use your name as your business name and your social security number as a business tax ID. My favorite business checking account to open is the Chase Business Checking Account because of how great it works for bank bonuses. This account also offers up to a $500 bonus with no direct deposit requirement. Get a bonus by chasing bonus. How great is that? I'll link this bonus down below as well. Now, if you do decide to open a business checking account, here's what you need to enter in the business checking account application if you're the only person who runs it. I'll use the Chase Business Checking Account registration page as an example. Select sole proprietorship as both your legal business structure and business type. Tap yes when it asks you if you're the only owner of the business. Choose no when it asks if you use another business name. Select Social Security number when it asks for your tax ID type. For total gross annual revenue, you can estimate your total business income, even if it's as low as $1,000 for the year. Once you have the account open, just use the ACH Payment Services feature to schedule payment to yourself under your new bank account. However, there's a way to make this work even better. You see, when you send deposits the way I just showed you, the transfers will show up with your name in the deposit description. This isn't necessarily bad and will still work for many welcome offers, but I found out that transfers using the business name instead of my name have never failed. There are two things you need to use an official business name. One is registering the business. Every state allows you to do this online. It can be done in minutes. There's a renewal fee each year, but it's relatively small and it's actually free in states like Arizona, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, and New Mexico. The only thing you need to get is an employee identification number, or EIN for short, through the IRS website. The good news is you can get this completely free of charge. I'll also include a link to the exact page on the IRS website to get one. Since you're the only owner of the business, there are no tax consequences for requesting an EIN number. The EIN number replaces your Social Security number when you open a business bank account, but they're both still tied to you. Now your transfers show up using your business name instead of your first and last name. I'm giving business checking account deposits 3 ninjas on the easiness factor and 5 ninjas on effectiveness, especially with the Chase business checking account. It takes a little more legwork up front, but it works better than bank-to-bank and brokerage transfers. Next, we have TreasuryDirect. TreasuryDirect.gov is the official US government website that lets you buy savings bonds and treasury bills directly from the government. So what's so special about this? Well, remember that an official direct deposit is an electronic deposit of your paycheck or government benefits. These Treasury direct deposits are considered a government benefit payment. In my original video, I showed viewers how to use Treasury Direct to buy short-term T-bills as short as 4 weeks. They're considered extremely safe because they're backed by the US government. These T-bills are sold at a slight discount from their face value and mature at face value. For example, I bought $600 worth of 4-week T-bills for $597.54. At the end of 4 weeks, the government paid me $600, which I can immediately withdraw back to a bank account that I own. I did the $300 Chase checking account bonus recently, which required a direct deposit of $500 or more. Chase is very strict when it comes to what counts as a bank bonus, but the Treasury direct deposit worked in triggering the bonus. Since I made the previous video though, a subscriber learned that you don't even have to buy T-bills and wait for it to mature. Instead, you can just transfer money to a holding account at Treasury Direct called 0% C of I. This account is meant for people to hold their money until they decide what to buy there, but you can just deposit money into it and immediately withdraw that to your new checking account that offers a welcome bonus and will count as direct deposit. If you want to go this route, here's what you need to do. After you create a free account at Treasury Direct, you need to add a new checking account to it. To do this, click on Account Info tab at the top of the home page. At the bottom of this page is a link labeled Bank Information. Click on that to manage your bank accounts. Once your bank account has been added, it's time to deposit money into 0% C of I. Click on the Buy Direct tab, select C of I, and then press Submit. Choose the amount you want to purchase, which bank account the money should come from, and when you want the transfer to happen. It will take 1 or 2 business days to complete. After the money is in your 0% C of I account, log back into Treasury Direct, go to your C of I account, and click on Redeem to move it to a bank account of your choice. This should be the bank account that offers the bonus. The money will typically be settled on the next business day. Treasury Direct gets 2 ninjas on the easiness factor, but 5 ninjas on effectiveness. The reason for the low easiness factor is that for some people, Treasury Direct wants you to fill in Form 5444, which is an identity verification document, and mail it to them. It's only 2 pages, but it takes time and is annoying. The final method is gig economy payouts. This option hasn't been talked about much, but it's a solid way to complete bank bonuses. Gig economy payouts are payments from side hustle jobs like driving for Uber, delivering food for DoorDash, or selling things on eBay. Whatever you earn on these platforms gets paid to you on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and the payments are usually coded as direct deposits. Although you're not an employee of Uber, DoorDash, or eBay, you're still getting paid by them as an independent contractor, and this is usually enough to trigger the direct deposit requirement of many bank bonuses. So when you sign up for a new bank account with a welcome offer, just copy your bank's account information and routing number and paste this info into your gig economy payout option. Gig economy payouts get 3 ninjas on the easiness factor and 4.5 ninjas on effectiveness. This is a solid way for people who want to chase bank bonuses but don't get a traditional paycheck. Now, before you go and start opening bank bonuses, let me share a few things you should know. First is that bank bonuses are taxable, just like any other income you make. You'll get a 1099 form at the end of the year for any single bank bonus that's $600 or more. Some banks may send you a 1099 even if it's less than that, so plan for this come tax season. A comment was made in my previous video that bank bonuses are not worth doing because of taxes, and I have no clue why they even said this. Let's say you get a $500 bonus and your marginal tax rate is 12%. That means you'll owe $60 in taxes, but you still earn $440 that you wouldn't otherwise have. Second is not to close your bank account until you receive the bonus. You'd be surprised how many people make this mistake. And some banks, but not many, make you keep your bank account open for a certain period of time, usually 3 to 6 months. Otherwise, they may claw back your bonus, so check each offer carefully. And third, don't open like 10 accounts in 1 month. While bank accounts don't check your credit score or credit history, some use a report called check systems. If you open too many accounts all at once, you might not be able to open more until some time has passed. It's also important to keep your bank account history clean. Like, don't close a bank account with a negative balance. If your check systems report has something like this, you're less likely to be successful in open bank accounts in the future. If you want to see what banks are offering a bonus, the amount of the bonus, and the steps to complete the bonus, I made a list of over 100 bank offers over on my website. The link to this is also in the video description. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and remember, start small, think big. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.